Hello, I'm BOODFM and welcome to episode 2 of Rebuilding Aberdeen, part of my rebuild series, which I'm absolutely loving making. Now, I'm going on holiday next week, so there won't be anything on the channel next week. So this is going to be the last rebuild for a while. Out this weekend, hopefully as well, we've got a story-based experiment called the Shelby Brothers, based in Birmingham. But for now, we're still here in Scotland, and as always, I love Scotland. It's a lot of fun. And last year was a lot of fun. This team was a lot better than I thought. We got a bit of money at the end of the year, which was better than I thought. So I've been able to invest a bit, bring in some new players, and I've got the new tactic. We were third last year, weren't we? We weren't even too far off the top, to be fair. So the gap is definitely closing. Can I close it further and can I win some silverware? Well, this season was going to be insane, not just for me, but for other teams. It was going to be enjoyable, fun to watch, dramatic. It was fun. Honestly, it was brilliant. So if you enjoy it, make sure you smash that like button. I really, really would appreciate that. If you're new, feel free to subscribe. Come and join the family. Go and check out all my other videos. And if you want to help the channel that little bit more, you can become a patron and be part of my new FM20 series. You'll have a great chance of winning a copy of FM20 if you do as well. And there might be some other perks for you next year. Maybe. I've got an idea. Anyway, thank you as always for taking the time out of your busy day to watch me here in Aberdeen. Let's get into it. So this is last season's Premiership table. And as you can see, Rangers won the league, which is pretty cool, by 2 points. So they've closed the gap themselves because they've been on the rise, haven't they? Under Steven Gerrard. Celtic are in second and we finished third. I mean, we're not far behind. And like I said, I had a bit of money to spend, but there were some changes happening. Now, even though he failed to win the title, there was no change at Celtic. They were going to be sticking with Neil Lennon for another season. I don't know why, but that's what they're doing. When it came to Rangers, they were going to have a new manager, Cesar Prandelli. Yeah, looks like Stevie G winning the league. Well, he's jumped ship, hasn't he? Which I think is quite annoying. You're building something here at Rangers. You've just won the first title in a long time. And you're in the Champions League. So you expect, he must have gone. He's gone to England. He's gone to the Premier League probably. No, he's gone to Liverpool, hasn't he, or something. He's gone to do something the equivalent of. Well, he's gone to the Premier League. He's gone to Huddersfield. Now, the Premier League's a good league, but really, I love Huddersfield. But why from Huddersfield? My son is half Huddersfield-onian. He's half a Yorkshireman, my son. You know, one of my favourite series I ever did was on FM19, Booed in the Hood with Huddersfield. Best ever Huddersfield series in the world. So, I like him. Don't dislike him. But you're in the Champions League with Rangers. I don't get it. Well then, I've spent about £5.5 million, which isn't a lot of money, especially in the if you're in the Premier League or one of the bigger leagues. But I've managed to bring in quite a few players and I've put my own stamp on this team. I've got 5 new loan signings. I've got some really good signings. And I think we look stronger. Personally, I think we look brilliant. I've sold a few players, but yeah, they're not very good. I've only managed to recoup about £240,000. So I think we have a look at the players I've brought in. Signed for just over £1 million. I've brought this boy in. Can't say his second name. Not got a clue. But he's a right back. He's 22. He's Swedish. Got him from Dynamo Dresden. I think he's freaking brilliant. Now, even though Rangers are a rival, we were able to do this deal with Rangers. He was up for sale. I bought Stephen Kingsley. I don't know what your view is on him, but I think personally, he's a good left back. This deal I was super happy with. 22-year-old. There are a lot of people after him. But I think we were the only team that was with a chance of playing Europe. Maybe that swayed it for us. Got it from Liverpool, Pedro. 22 years old. Brought another midfielder, this time from another Scottish team, St Mirren. And he's only 20. This kid's got some potential, he's got some ability, and he's definitely stepped up, hasn't he? Do you remember me mentioning I'd found a left winger in Argentina? Well, it's this kid, Yamil Assad. He was up for sale. It's not cost me too much, but his value shot right up. So he's a potential profit maker. I mean, he can cover in the middle, which is great, but I've definitely signed him as a left winger. Now, this signing I was well happy with. Charlie Mulgrew, I think that's how you say it. 33 years old, I know he's getting on a bit. 37 caps for Scotland. Played for Celtic, he's even played for Aberdeen in the past. Now, he's at Blackburn, but they'd loaned him to Wigan last year. They wanted to sell him. So we've got him at a decent price, he's still worth a decent amount of money, and I think he's awesome. We've signed another Scotsman. It's always good to have some Scots in, and I think this is a great signing for us. Another good striker. I think we've got 3 good strikers now, which is what I wanted, and he's left-footed, gives me something different. He was at Shrewsbury, so no wonder he wants to come back to Scotland. Play for Aberdeen, soon to be Scotland's #1 team in Europe. Eh? Come on, Jay. Now, normal signings, it's all about the loans. The 5 loan players I brought in, and this one, again, very happy with. I felt last year we were a bit weak, maybe out wide. This year, we are strong, because I've got Jack Harrison, who can play on the left, probably play on the right as well. I've got some, I think for this league, I've got some very, very exciting wingers. My second loan signing didn't really fit my tactic, but he can cover in midfield, on the wings and up front, and he's worth a lot of money. My next loan signing I've never heard of before, Oliver Skipp. He's a youngster from Spurs, but I signed him on a previous rebuild, so now I know of him, and that's always handy. As soon as I saw his name pop up, I thought, this kid is a good player, let's get him. What else could I say about this lad on previous rebuilds? Mr. Axel Rose, as I call him, good centre-half. Really good centre-half. My loans are kicking ass this year. And then last but not least, we've loaned a left-back, John, from Wolverhampton Wanderers. Norwegian, 19 years old. A lot of promise. Should be very good for us. So if we jump over to the squad depth, I am in fact using that same tactic I used second half of the season. Even, you know, I'm sticking with it. So I quite like it, to be fair. It's growing on me. I missed the Volcano. My personal save, I'm playing the Volcano. Of course I am. I have to. I need Volcano in my life. But for now, we're sticking with this one. As you can see, goalkeeper's still good. I like him a lot. The centre-half's are good. McKenna, he ain't happy. Maybe have to sell him next year. But when we do, we'll make a fortune on him. So if we're going to my 3rd and final year, sell him, I'm sure I'll be able to get a decent replacement. I'll have a lot of money in the bank, be able to put it into the team. But for now, he's staying. Obviously, Axel Rose and Mulgrew. So we've got 3 top quality centre halves. We've still got Kingsley. Obviously, I've showed you the guy on loan, but we've still got Kingsley, who's brilliant. Right backs, my new guy, who I really like from Dynamo. I like this lad. Plays for Sweden as well. Logan's going to be his backup. So if we go forward onto the midfield, and we've got Skip, we've got Bryson, we've got the new guy from Liverpool, we've got McGuinness, is it? The new guy from St Mirren. Brilliant, buzzing. On the wings, got Assad, McGinn, Hedges, Harrison, McGinn, Hedges, Izzy Brown can play out there. Assad, I'm very excited about. Up front, we've got Wilson, Cummins, and obviously Cosgrove. We have got more depth, more strength, more class, more quality than we had last year. Could do really well. I've brought in a new goalkeeping coach who is absolutely sexual. He's never been anywhere any good. He's only 35. He's been a goalkeeping coach since he was in his early 20s, apparently. How good is he? And that is the only staff change. So, look at that. Best coaching team, best medical team. Now, my scouts could be better. And I am scouting, but I just don't need more depth. I think we've got 4 scouts and a chief scout. Doing totally fine, man. They're finding me some decent players. Even though I spent 5 mil, I think we're still doing all right. I've not got much to spend. Probably got a little bit of wiggle room there, Rana, but I don't need anyone. Got 7 million in the bank. If we can do well in Europe again, you get a good few million for that. More ticket sales. End of the season, I might sell McKenna. So when it came to friendlies, I've only had 2. One against the Scottish team, Dundee, we drew that 1-1, and then we played Charleroi, whatever they call, beat them 1-0. Because, obviously we're in the Europa League, and from experience now I know, we're going to have to qualify a lot, and I just didn't want to risk it. I wanted to maybe just keep us fresh and use them qualifiers. Hopefully it's like pre-season games to get us fit for the season, but hopefully not wear us out, so we could maybe get back to the group stage. First off, we're going to have to play a team from Northern Ireland, Glenavon, who we absolutely destroyed 4-0. And then 3-0 away from home. Brilliant. Next up, we had a Norwegian team, SK Brann, who I thought we would beat. And they gave us a right good game. We should have beat them. Don't really know what happened, but it was 3-3. So we had to go to their place and hopefully get a result. Which we did, luckily. 3-1. Good performance. We deserved it. McKenna, you are my hero. And we've still got more to go at this point. It's the start of the season, but we've got to play Sturm Graz. They're Austrian, I think. This is so confusing. In the UEFA Europa League Best Placed Third qualifying round, leg 1. What? So what does my beautiful board want from me this year? Well, just wants to qualify for the Europa League again. I want top 2. I want to break into that top 2 if we can. Europa League, they'd like us to get to just reach the 4th qualifying round, which means, oh god, forgot. I've not looked into it, but I've not even compared with last season. But that means obviously if we beat Sturm Graz over these next 2 games, we've got another 2 games of qualifying. Can you see why I've not gone for the friendlies this year? Because if we keep doing well, keep them fresh. Scottish Cup reaches semi-final, Betfred Cup reaches semi-final. Love to win one of them. That would be amazing. So these are the fixtures going into this season, and we're going to be kicking off our campaign against St Mirren. We've obviously bought one of their better players off them, so hopefully we can start with a win at home. That's what we're going to go run, start off well. Obviously we've got to play Sturm Graz, then Aberdeen, Sturm Graz, then we've got the League Cup, then it's Dundee, then it's the first big game of the season. Now I did say I didn't understand why the league was split up. A few of you, thankfully, and thank you for doing that, explain why it does, but I still don't understand it, mate. I don't get why you do that. I know there's different rules, people told me why. The thing is, I thought this for years of Scottish football. They have 4 little divisions. The tiny country. I think wouldn't it be better if you had maybe 2 stronger divisions? Now I don't know if Wolves like Scottish players, but Wolves were pecking ahead for McKenna. They were like the main people who were after him. They were offering probably more than they should for him. And Wolves have got quite a bit of money on this game. I know they do. I don't know if it's because of the new owners or whatever, but they've bought Rangers' best striker, Morelos. And I know Rangers have signed another striker. This geezer, who looks okay, should be okay in this league, from Leicester City, although I don't think he's played for Leicester for years. He's been on loan at different clubs. But that's not the only player they bought. They bought a very good attacking midfielder from Celtic. So it's like, this is the trouble in it with Scotland. You get a good player, even Glasgow Rangers and Glasgow Celtic, Aberdeen, like we've got with McKenna, they keep pecking me head for him. You have a good player and that's it. They get Premier League money thrown at him. You can't say no because of the values they're going to offer you, the wages he's going to get paid. I bet he was not on 75 grand a week at Celtic. And then you get someone like McKenna. He actually put in a transfer request to try and force that move through. I said no. But that's the trouble, isn't it? You're fighting against the Premier League, which is so close to you. With all the riches, it is unfair in a way. So here we are with the odds, and of course, I think Celtic are going to get their title back. Rangers finished 2nd, Aberdeen 3rd with Hibs and Hearts. Is probably right. Hopefully we can prove them wrong. The dream team looks like it's just Celtic. But we've got my goalie, which I'm very proud of. And McKenna, obviously, the guy I'm trying to keep hold of for now. But yeah, shows your strength for Celtic still. Like I said, this season was going to be fun. It was a lot of fun for different reasons, not just my own reasons. So I think we jump forward to January now. I think we've checked all the boxes. And let's see what we're doing at the halfway mark. Well, let's start off with a competition we know will have finished by now, and it is the Scottish League Cup. We got to the final last year, and we had our heart broken by Hearts, remember. But we started the new campaign by playing Livingston, beating them 3-1. Next up, it was a bit of a battle against Motherwell. 4-3, we had to beat them in extra time with the goal from Scott McKenna. We deserved to win it. I mean, mid centre half, Mulgrew, brilliant player. Then it was on to the semi-final to play Ross County. We beat them 2-0. Dominated it, really, to be fair. Wilson and Harrison got us the goals. And we reached our second final, our second League Cup final in 2 years. And guess who we were playing? Yep, Hearts. This time, were they going to break our heart, or were we going to break their heart? We broke their heart in absolute freaking top fashion. It was a brilliant game. Mulgrew, what a player! He's such a good player. For a centre-half, he's such a good player. I've got him taking penalties, which helps as well, but he's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. We deserved it. Izzy Brown, Cummins got a goal. Harrison got a goal. 5-2, kind of avenged last year's heartbreak against Hearts. Really pleased to pick up a trophy. Even though it's a League Cup, and I know it's not the biggest thing in the world, it's still a bit of silverware. But it gets even better because we are currently, in January, sitting top of the league by 4 points with Hearts in second, 46 points. Hearts, that's pretty freaking sweet. Got Rangers in third, Celtic fourth, and Hibs in fifth. Jane Wilson is second in goal scoring charts behind Lee Griffiths. I've got Jack Harrison, best player in the league. He's been brilliant. Izzy Brown setting up all them goals. Played up front quite a bit, Izzy Brown as well, to be fair. We're doing alright with injuries. We're at the bottom of the table with 1. So, I mean, could we do it? Now they're managed by Craig Levin. Hasn't he been Scottish manager as well? It's been about the block, hasn't he? But yeah, good sized stadium. Just as big as the club as we are. Now they only spent 1.8 million in the summer. So they're not mega rich, not doing anything special, but whatever's happening is happening for him, innit? Really, really happy for him, to be fair. And the best player is this geezer. I'd probably have him in my team. Who's scoring all the goals for him? He's injured. Ooh. I mean, he's alright as well. Look how strong he is. So who was doing it for me? Well, the entire squad pretty much. Look at all the average ratings. I've got over a 7. Really, really pleased with that. That's a good sign that you're doing well. Obviously, Jake Harrison, the guy on loan, he's brilliant. From the wings, 12 goals, 10 assists. Charlie Mulgrew, absolute beast. Absolute beast. Scott McKenna, really good, even though he's unhappy. Put in a transfer request, turned it all down. He ends up, he's alright now. He's wanted, and that pressure will come again in the summer. But for now, he's getting his head down and he's playing. Of course, we had to play Sturm Graz away, and we drew 1-1. Sammy, well done, mate. One of his rare appearances, got us the away goal. And then we brought him back to Scotland, and we destroyed him, beating him 3-0. Come on, but yeah, more qualifiers. You know the score. Next up, it was these boys, Victoria something from the Czech Republic. We beat them 3-1 in their own stadium, and we dominated it, so it was really positive. We'd get a result at home. And we did the exact same result, beating them 3-1 at home, 6-2 in aggregate. Some great performances. Skippy, like him a lot. And we got into Group C, and we won it. We won it somehow. Joint, really, but we finished top. 12 points with Sporting Lisbon. Lokomotiv Moscow and Malmo fell behind us, but we lost our first game against Malmo, and I thought, for fuck's sake, that's the team we need to be beating at home as well. Then we lost our second game to Moscow away, and you lose your first 2 games, that's it, innit? And then we won the next 4. Beating Moscow, beating Malmo, beating Sporting twice. Sporting, the last game, a 4-3 thriller somewhere down there somewhere. So yeah, to be fair, I went from despair to bloody joy. I mean, what a turnaround. And no offence, but if you're a fan of these, this is who we've drawn in the next round. And if we can't get past these, then... So we've got not only got out of the group, we've got a great opportunity here. So it's the halfway point. We've got the best goal scoring team in the league. We've got the 4th best defence. Used to that. Jason Cummins, most goals. Jake Harrison, my best player, most assists. Izzy Brown. We're looking strong. Well, we're going to jump back here at near the end of April when the league split has happened. And as you can see, things have definitely changed. Rangers are still in 4th. Hearts are 3rd, but Celtic's strength and power has come back, and they've got themselves back on top of the league. We're joint with them, and we're joint with Hearts, to be fair. I mean, this is nail-biting stuff. Nail-biting stuff, and we're going to have no easy games, have we? Because we just played the teams in the top now. We've done alright this year. We just beat Rangers in the last game, 2-1, away. So that's bloody awesome. But you look at the results there. This period here, getting beat off Celtic, Hearts, Kilmarnock, Hibs. Every team around us beat us apart from Rangers, which is why we're now not top of the league, and we've absolutely blown away a great opportunity to win the freaking league. And now I've got to play Rangers, Aberdeen, Celtic, Kilmarnock and Hearts in the running. Of course, I had the Scottish Cup as well. I'd love to win this, really would, because it's the big domestic cup. And we started off well, beating Falkirk 3-0. I used to have a Falkirk shirt. What was even more awesome was the next round, the 5th round, absolutely destroying Hamilton Academical 5-1. Izzy Brown, hero. Well, then we got beat up Kilmarnock again. This time in the cup, got beat 4-3. They are a decent team. Decent teams in this league. I think the Scotland's getting a bit better, isn't it? On to the Europa League, and of course we had FC Thun, or whatever you want to call them, from Switzerland they are. And we beat them in Switzerland 3-1. And then we brought them back to our place and finished off the job, beating them 2-0. Skip and Wilson got the goals, dominated it. Should have been about 5-0. yeah, hey, European journey continues, and now we faced a proper team. Napoli, who beat us 2-1 at home. Unfortunately, Lindsey Brown got us our goal. They got too late on. So we were dreaming for a small time. We were going to go to Italy with a 1-0 lead. They even had 10 men. One step too far for us. Napoli beat us 2-0. But do you know what? To get as far as we did, hey, that's 2 years we've qualified for Europa League. And this year we've gone out of the group stages, even got through a qualifier as well. Or an early round, sorry. And then to face a team like this, that would have been a fantastic, even though we got beat, it would have been a fantastic feeling for all Aberdeen fans. We have got the best attacking team in the league, even better than Celtic. I mean, we score goals for fun with this tactic now, and that front four remain the fit front four: Assad, Harrison, Wilson and Cummins. Dangerous. It's this where we've struggled. I mean, look how good Celtic's defence has been this year. 16 conceded compared to our 36, and I've got the best keeper in the league apparently. Can we do this now? Can I batter Celtic, Hearts, Rangers, Aberdeen and Kilmarnock and go on and win Aberdeen their first title since the mid-freaking-80s? Come on! Well, we needed to hopefully get good results against the big two, which is Rangers and Celtic, after beating them at their place. Drew them at home, which is a great result because Rangers are class. But I was disappointed. I mean, look how many chances we had. Bounced back from that though, a brilliant game. At home again, beating Hibs 5-3. Like I said, I think we needed a bit of luck to beat the big two, and this was brilliant. I mean, away at Celtic Park, 3-3 with Celtic, and they were better than us, to be fair. Main man got man of the match. But we got a little bit of revenge on Kilmarnock, which was nice, beating them 1-0. James Wilson got us a goal in the first half. We absolutely dominated them though. And then Hearts, who like to break our hearts at particular moments when I don't need them to, definitely did at home. Hearts are such a good team on this game. They've got no money. They've got good, decent, average players, but whatever they're doing it well. Now, please tell me, what's going on with Hearts? Are Hearts just that good? Is their manager like the Pep Guardiola of Scotland? Do Hearts normally win the league? I mean, we finished third. Now, we're on 80 points. Miles away from Rangers, 10 points ahead of Rangers. We finished on the same points as Celtic. We just lost out on goal difference. And Hearts won the league by a point. Hearts, now I wanted us to break it. I never expected, ever in a million years, that Hearts or anyone else would do it. What's going on? Squad-wise, we've got some great players. Like I said, McKenna is off with Scotland at the minute. He's unhappy again. He wants a new contract now, but he probably won't sign it because of the interest being shown in him. So I might see what kind of money I can get for him, because I think even at 34, we've got another good season out of Charlie. Please don't retire. And I might try and get someone good in. I mean, I think we can. Why not? Try and get some of these loans in. If I can get Harrison back, I will. If I can get Brown back, I will. I'm going to try. So like I said, we've won the Betfred, which is great. Knocked out the quarters by Kilmarnock in the cup, which wasn't so great. Great run in Europe. Fantastic run in Europe. Maybe if we weren't in Europe, we would have won that league though, I think. Definitely takes it away from you, done it. But to be fair, look at this as well. We were first from the majority of the start of the season. We took a bit of a dip. Then we were first again for ages. Then we went back down to third. Then it was a battling out near the end. We even had a point at the top, back at the very end. And then we finished third. It's a bit disappointing. Oh, God, I love this game's dead. This game's a year old. I never get bored of me. Never ever do I get bored with how this game makes me feel, how much it motivates me. Yeah, best game ever. So there we go, folks. End of episode 2. Hopefully you enjoyed it enough to smash the like button and subscribe if you're new, and go and check out all my other content. Thank you very much. There should be a video out at some point today, either before this or after this, where I'll be asking for questions for my 10k Q&A with me and my wife. Go and check that out. And don't forget, episode 3 of this, I've not bloody played third season yet. Episode 3, hopefully about 2 days after this comes out. Hopefully. And then I've got the Shelby Brothers story experiment coming out over the weekend while I'll be in Tenerife. What a shame. Hopefully Tenerife is better than here, because it's beautiful blue skies in Manchester, but it's freaking freezing outside. It looks warm. It's not. Took the bins out of my shorts. My willy went inwards. It was that cold. Anyway, yeah, I'll finish on that note, I think. But thank you for taking time out of your busy day to watch this. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm enjoying it so much. You've been amazing. I'm Bood. I'll see you next time.